Hi all, happy good evening. Today we will start about the robotics class. What is robotics? Okay, we will learn the robotics parts by parts, each advantage, application, advantage, disadvantage, future applications, and where we are going to use the robotics, and who invented the robotics, what are the general facts, what are the basic condition for the robotics to work and to operate, what is the cost of robotics. Okay, today we will learn about the robotics class with a very enthusiastic manner. Just spend your 10 to 15 minutes time and overall robotics I will teach you, and you can easily understand all complete facts about robots. First, before studying of robots, just we learn about the robot facts. We know some people, we know the robot facts, but few of them they don't know the robot facts. Now I will going to explain each and every point for you guys. Robots robots will common in 20th century. Nowadays it is a common robotics everywhere, wherever you go, which industry you go. Now they are using the robotics. Most commonly they are concentrated on the robotics. Why they are going for robotics, what is the use of the robotics, we will go for next. But compared to 20th century, earlier, like a 19th century, there is a very less robotics we have. But nowadays in all the industry they are moving towards the robotics because of like efficiency or more applications or more advantages, so they are going for robotics. Okay, then we will go one by one of the facts. The first fact is, robot facts is, robots will common in the 20th century. I already explained that robot is common in the 20th century. Though the people thought in 19th century itself, they thought that robot is going to overcome the human beings in the 20th century. In 19th century they estimated that, now they are going to implement. It is already fact that in 20th century we are now a generation like we are reducing the labors, and we are using a robots, and we are operating at a very good conditions. And after this we will go for vacuum robots. In a first vacuum robots are the first successful domestic robots. If you ask the questions in examinations, which one is the first successful domestic robots, that is a vacuum robots. It is invented in USA. That is the first successful domestic robots. That is as is mentioned over here, vacuum robots. Okay, then even we think that robot is something else, but even in your childhood, in my childhood, and now at present childhood, everyone using robot. You know the toys, right? Automatic car, or like any vehicles, small vehicles. If you purchase that one, even that is also earlier days they called as a robots. Clear? Because without a human intervention over there, just they are operating a remote, and the car is moving front and back, or back wherever which direction you need, it is moving. Okay, that is also a one type of robot. The first home robot came as a toys. Okay, the first home robots came as a toys. Clear? Now we will think that robot is like a human like structure, and it has hands, it has a legs, and we have seen some movies, right? But nowadays we are thinking like that, because with this generation like that. But earlier days, even a small toy is also known as a robot. Okay, nowadays we are going for humanoid robots, artificial intelligence, IO. Okay, internet of things, so many things are there. But earlier days, a small generation like a normal toy, that is also known as a robots, which is operating without the human intervention. Clear? And like humanoid robots are the reality today. I already explained that humanoid robots are the reality today. Nowadays it's already going for like artificial intelligence. Robot itself think that how to buy, how to purchase, how to bring all the components whatever we required. If once we feed the program, automatically it is going to store and it is going to operate. And now we are going for nano robots, very small robots, to minimize the size and to minimize the operating workstations. Okay, now we are going for nano robots. This is also one fact. This is the world's smallest robot. Nano, think that earlier days we have a computer of on a big room, we have a computer, but nowadays we have a PC, we have a laptop, like that only. Initial days we have a big robots, but nowadays they are making a nano robots. Clear? The nano robots, very smallest robots. It is a world's smallest robots. Okay, and as actually I mentioned over here, we thought that robots like it is look like a human. like human being, we have a two hands, robots also have a two hands, we have a two legs, robot also like a two legs, like that we thought, and we feel, and even it is having in they given some structure for robot nowadays. In earlier days, like a punching machine and like a toys, like this we have, that is also known as a robots. Okay. And last points of this fact is robots are replacing our body parts. Clear. As I told that robots same like human being, but human being can't work like that much precision, but robot can work that much precision. Clear. Understood all the facts you understood. In 19th century they planned and they think that in 20th century robots will dominate. Of course it is doing that. And we have a vacuum, the first successful domestic robot, that is known as a vacuum robots. And we have a toys, that is also a robot. And nowadays artificial intelligence, IoT, like itself it is thinking and it is operating. Okay, that is a humanoid robots. And the world's smallest robot is nanobots, and robot is replacing our body parts. Okay, we know the facts about robots. Let's we go for the history. What are the histories we have regarding robots? If suppose if a man is born, or if a child is born, from the child born to up to the end of this life, you have some history, right? Like that for robot also, who given the name robot, what is the robot, how it came to our public and public mode, and how they came to industrialization, like that. Some fact we have, some histories we have. Okay, directly jump to history. In 1920, Carol Capek wrote a story about them. The name is a director, the name was a Carol Capek. In 1920 he written some story. In that one he mentioned a robot name. From that, since from that we are using a robot as a word. Okay, and he is used as a word from CZEC, that is connected with the work robot. Robot itself is a working. Okay, then the most successful robot designed in the 20th century were not made to look like people, they were designed for use. I already told earlier days we not made a robot like a human like structure, but nowadays we are doing like that. In our earlier days we have like a toys, car, whatever it may be, without the intervention of human being, if it is operating, then we call it as that is a robot. Clear. Then George Dowell made the first of this Unimate in 1954 with one arm and one hand. The first person who made like human like structure, his name was a George Dewell. Okay, George Dewell. Clear. We learned about history. Then another word I will tell, robot. How robot word came means robota. Clear. Robota means it's a forced labor. The forced labor, I think you know the meaning. The labor is not willing to do the work, but we are forcing to do the work. That is known as a forced labor. That is also known as a robota. From the word robota, we make some alteration and we give the name as a robot. Clear. Then next, we will go for what is robot. I already told history, I told facts, I told, but now we should know the definition, right? What is robot? Robot is a machine that does their tasks without the help of a person. Means robot is a machine. Clear. It is a machine without the help of a human being or without the help of a human intervention, it is going to operate. Clear. And I already told the definition. It is same thing here mentioned over here. And we thought that a normal people, at a 20th generation people, we will think that a robot is like a human. Whatever a robot, if we think, anyway, we are watching the movies and we are thinking that robot is like a human being and it have two hands and two legs. But it is not like that. Whatever the machines which are operating without the intervention of human being, that is also known as a robot. Clear. And most robots do not look like a people. It is our thinking that it will look like a people, but almost all 70 to 80% of robot, it will not look like a people. Clear. And robots do only what a person has built them to do. Clear. Robot will do what person is programming. According to programming, robot is going to work. But a robot cannot think its own and it cannot operate its own. Clear. Even without the intervention of human being, it will operate. But first we need to feed a program. Understood. Now it is coming artificial intelligence and IoT, everything it is coming, but still now it is in a generation. They are producing. Clear. Whatever you feed the program, same thing is going to operate in the robot. And next point, definition, basic definition. We will go for basic definition. A robot is a machine designed to execute one or more tasks automatically with a speed and precision. In a simple manner, I am going to tell you. Listen here. It is a machine. It will operate without the intervention of human being. That is a one point. Second thing is with the speed and precision. Clear? With almost more than 1000 times more speed than human being, and with 100% accuracy. Maybe 99.99 something is there, but almost all 99.99 precision it will give. Clear? That is the basic definition of robot. And now I will show you a robot. You will think that, sir, you are also showing same thing as a robot, like human like structure, but nowadays we are using the same, so I am also showing the same robot structure here. You can see that Asimo from Honda company, they manufacture this robot and they given a presentation over this one. Okay, this is the type of a robot. It will look like this a human being, but almost 70 to 80% it will not look like a human being. Clear? Then we will go for types. See, anyhow, even robots has some different types. There are 6 main types of industrial robots. Clear? Cartesian, Scara, cylindrical, delta, polar and vertical articulated. So we have totally 6 types. First one is Cartesian type, second one is Scara type, third one is cylindrical, delta, polar and vertical articulated. These all different type of robot. Don't think too much what is Cartesian, what is Scara, what is cylindrical, what is delta. Okay, it is also a different type of robot, and you should know the names. If you know the names, it is very easy to identify the fill in the blanks or choose the correct answer, or wherever you want to tick that mark, it is very easy. Okay, so just remember this name: Cartesian, Scara, cylindrical, delta, polar and vertical articulated. Next, application of robot. Everyone know that application of robot. Where you will use application of robot? What is the use of where you will use a robot? In your industry, definitely we will use in industry, right? Next, in medical surgery. Nowadays they are using for medical surgery also. Okay, and also in aerospace, like a defense, military. You know, almost all the cases, all the sectors, they are using a robots nowadays. So I will mention one by one: industry, medical surgery, aerospace, defense. Okay, understood? And all those things we are going to use the application of robot application. Then advantage and anyhow, if you have application, some advantage should be there, some disadvantage should be there of robots. What is the advantage? Everyone know that advantage: accuracy, speed, consistency. I already explained that why we are going for robot. More speed, first one. Compared to human being, it will work a more speed than human. Then more accuracy. Okay, and more consistency. It will not ask a leave, and it will not take a leave like humans. It will continuously is going to operate, but we want to maintain regularly. Clear? That one is the advantage and disadvantage. Advantage of robot. Now I explain advantage. First one is accuracy. Next one is speed. Next one is consistency. Now we will go for disadvantage. If 100% the machine, any machine is there, it will give output 100%. No, right? Some 99 point some points it will give, but some error should be there. But disadvantage of robot is high investment. Now, like a small scale industry, they can't buy the robot and they can't operate because it has that much cost. Okay, that is a high investment. Next, like a breakdown maintenance. Suppose you buy the bike, some puncture will happen or some issues will come, right? After 1 or 2 years it will come. Same thing for robot also. Breakdown of machines. If the once breakdown occurs, it will cost more. So the two main disadvantages are high investment and breakdown of machine. Okay, you know advantage and you know disadvantage. Advantage is accuracy, speed and consistency. Disadvantage is high investment. Now we go for loss of robot. Loss of robot. Anyhow, what is this law of robot? Don't think too much. It is very easy. We have totally 3 laws. Okay, law 1, law 2 and law 3. Why we made this laws means because it should not injure the human being, and again it should not destroy itself, and it should obey the human words or whatever we are giving the instruction. So we made a laws. The scientist given a laws. The first law, law 1. The first law is a robot should not injure a human being. Okay, that is your first law. As here also the same thing they mentioned over here. A robot should not injure a human being or through inaction or allow a human to be harmed. Okay, 100% robot should not harm anyone. robot should not injure the human being. That is the first law. What is second law? Second law is robot must obey order given by the humans. Okay, whatever order I am giving to robot, it should obey my order, but it should not conflicts with the first law. Means it should not overcome the first law. It should not disagree the first law. What is the first law rule? It should not injure human being, right? If suppose I will tell the robot, go and hit that public or go and hit that person. If robot is going and hitting the person, then it is a 100% disobey of the first law. But it should not injure the human being. According to first law, it should not injure the human being. So it should obey my words, but it should not injure the first law, or it should not injure the human being. That is the second law. I will mention over here. A robot must obey orders given by humans, except when that conflicts with the first law. When it is against the first law, it should stop over there. It should not work further. Okay, it should obey my words, but if it is thinking, if I told something against the first law, it should stop over there. That is second law. What is third law? I already told robot must protect its own existence unless that conflicts with the first or second law. Means if I tell for robot destroy yourself, robot should not destroy. It should protect its own existence. That is the third law. Okay. Again, I will repeat all three laws. First law, I should not injure the human being. Second law, I should obey my order, but it should not overcome the first law. Third law is it should protect its own existence, but it should not against the law 1 and law 2. Clear? This is the laws of robot. Now we go for master and slave. Okay, it is very easy to understand master and slave. Why we are going for robot means where the human cannot work, like hazardous zone, like nuclear power plant, like radiation is there, so we are using the robots over there. If a human is going on working over there, then he will get some infections, or so he will get some radiations affection. Then finally he will get in hospital, he will admit to hospital, and some health issues will occur. So we are going for robots. The robot where human is operating means in operator end. That is known as a master. In your diagram it is showing here, that is known as a master. Okay. And where a robot is going to work is means in hazardous zone. That is known as a slave. You are giving the input through the master. Master will take the input and it will send through the slave. Slave will accept the input and it is going to operate in a hazardous environment. Understood? It is very easy. You are giving the input through the master and slave is going to operate in the hazardous environment. Understood? If some fire will occur in any mall or any building, then human cannot go inside of that mall. That time we are sending the robot. In that time what will happen? We are programmed and we are giving instruction to robot, but robot is working in the hazardous zone. Robot is where working is known as a hazardous zone, that is known as a slave. We are giving input to the master. Clear? That is known as a master and slave input. Okay, here I mentioned over master will give command to slave. What master will do? Master will give command to slave. What slave will do? Will take the input from master and it is going to operate in hazardous zone. Understood? Now this is a very easy master and slave. Okay, now we go for question section. I will give some 5 questions to you guys. What is robotics? Write the application of robot. What are the advantage and disadvantage of robotics? Explain the laws of robot and explain the master and slave manipulator. Okay, if you understood these concepts, then it is very easy to write the answers for you guys. I think everyone understood. If you have any doubt, you can contact me directly through WhatsApp or you can call over me. And if you like this video, kindly like and subscribe my Tech and Teach classes. Okay, thank you.